What was the other thing I was gonna say? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Retired Renovators, the YouTube channel that my husband Gary and I have put together to document the progress in the renovations of our carriage house and big brick house in Paducah, Kentucky. Last time our video focused on the things I liked about the kitchen, which is behind me here, and today I want to talk about the great room and bedroom. So as I mentioned previously, the carriage house that we're living in now while we have started work on the big brick house is only a total of 869 square feet. So it's super packed, but we have lots of little tricks that we've done to make it more roomy and amenable for us, because we'll probably be living in here for at least a couple years before we move over to the big house. This might seem like a little thing, but we turned a bank of drawers from the kitchen facing into the dining area of the great room. And so this allows us to put things in there that would be more appropriate to the dining room, and also some information, instructions, and that kind of things in a drawer. And then Gary has a drawer for all of his tools that we're still using. And so that's worked out really well. And it also, because this peninsula was a corner, there's a lot of dead space in that corner, and this used a good amount of the dead space. And so it's an extension of the kitchen, but it faces toward the great room. Simple, but worked out really well. This is a bookshelf that we built to cover up the area that had a fireplace. We tried to save the fireplace, and a big shout out to our college friend Rochelle, who came down and helped on the house for a few days, and we chipped away at the old brick and tile to make a smooth area for the fireplace. But ultimately we decided it was not savable, so we had to cover it up, and we came up with this 12-inch deep shelf that we tried to make it look like it was built into the wall so it wouldn't take up too much space. And so you can see on the side here, we put drywall up around the side and then trimmed it all out so to incorporate it into the wall. And I think that works really well. And we used the same quartz to go on the top, so it ties in with the kitchen and the great room, and it's a great spot for Studio 2 ceramics, owned by son-in-law and daughter Jim and Grace Allworth, in case you're in the market for ceramics. Well, we have an opaque glass door going into our bedroom. In our closet we have no door because we have a little window there. We wanted to make sure we made use of the light, and so kept that open and built a little desk area for me. It's really cozy, it's tucked back in there. The desk part is built in, the shelves are built in, and I have room to put all sorts of stuff for technology, paying bills, doing these videos, and keeping my little messies out of the way. So it's a really fun little section of our master closet. If you would take just a moment and hit the subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it. It helps with the YouTube analytics. It's free, it costs you nothing. We don't come after you. We hardly even know who you are. It just looks good on the channel and makes it look like someone is watching. So I'd appreciate, just take a second and hit subscribe. Thumbs up if you like the content, and look for other content that we might have. We had long discussions about whether to replace the windows or use what was already in there. And we decided ultimately to use these windows. They were not installed properly originally. They're crooked, they're out of square, and they were really driving us, and by us I mean Gary, crazy. So he figured out this great way to make a window frame before it was applied to the windows that would make the area square and even, and it worked out so well. It was kind of complicated, and so we'll have an entire video on how he made these window frames. But what was great, he took what were ugly, problematic looking windows and made these really beautiful window areas. So couldn't be happier with the results.